This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this Kia Sportage. It is a 2019 Kia Sportage LX. This is a trim level, 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. It's all-wheel drive, extremely low miles, 22,187 actual miles. It was a theft recovery we purchased directly from Geico. Sold it to us on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. I will show you the auto check. I'll show you how this works when we go on our ride. But basically, the insurance company's attorneys don't want to be sued by whoever we sell it to. So if they sold this on a clear title, and then we sold it to you on a clear title, and you got killed, they would say, well, Crosscut doesn't have millions, but Geico does. And why did they sell it on that? That infers some sort of warranty. It's all about lawyers. That's why they do it. And lately, the nicer the car is, the more likely it is to have a salvage title. And the worse they are, the more likely to have a clear title, like theft, damage, or whatever. It's very bizarre because they know they can't get any money for a car that's on a salvage title that's also damaged, but they can for this. So that's why they do it. Anyway, I'm gonna walk around this thing. I will show you what I see cosmetically. There's some scrapes, there's some dings, there's some whatevers, nothing major. I will also tell you, I've driven this car extensively. This has kind of been my driver for a little while. Yeah, I'm starting to fall for it, so it's time to go. It's a nice car to just drive around and get in and, you know, get things done around the neighborhood and stuff. So when we brought it in, obviously the car thieves broke the ignition and the driver door lock cylinder, so both those have been replaced, and it went to detail. That's all we had to do to it. When I'm talking about things that are, they bumped into something and it's split the bumper cover from like right here to right here. That's why you don't push cars or other things with your front bumper cover, because they'll do that. Just little, very, very minor stuff. It's got the set of tires on it, probably 40-50% Hancooks, I think they are. Little scrape here, very light. I think there's another one back here somewhere. It's actually there. Oh, here's one. A little one here and one right here. So if you got a black touch-up and just went over that and kind of put a little color in that, it would go away. We like to not do that. So you see the car in all its glory, exactly how we got it. That way we don't have drama. You know what we know. Like this stuff, like how it would take me 5 minutes to get some black touch-up and go over that. I don't want to. I want you to see it the way it is. You can do it. But this is just from dragging stuff out, right? Anyway, here's the paperwork that we have for it. This is the receipt for the key and door lock cylinder for 216 bucks. Man, those things are freaking expensive too. Holy cow. Forgot about that. I was not happy about that number. Car Gurus. How do we come up with our prices? We go to Car Gurus. We find one with 21,672 miles. A great deal is $23,795. Now that's obviously on a clear title, which is why you're going to save some money because of the title. Okay. The paperwork saves you a fortune here, but you don't drive the title. You drive the car, right? Here's another one. $24,998 is a good deal with $21,800 for the miles. Okay, here's the Carfax. All this stuff will be linked in the ad, by the way. So here's the Carfax on it. All-wheel drive, branded title, salvage. That is due to theft. Minor damage, by the way, which is obviously the ignition and all that stuff. It was last serviced at officially at Arapahoe Kia at 17,606 miles. Excuse me. It was stolen 12/26/21. Minor damage reported. Obviously, we know what that was. And what else we got? I guess that's it. Well, then they issued the title. So this must have been when they recovered it, because when they issued the title, so that'd be the recovery date. Let's see. Here's the actual title. So here's Geico. There's your VIN. There's a salvage brand. I will tell you how we fix that so you can drive it and get insurance for it while we're on our ride. There's your spare tire and your jack and everything right there. All right, let's see. So you got lock, you got unlock. Now, people always get confused. We have a bunch of cars that have this on their fob, and then we get yelled at because it doesn't work. You have to, when you buy these cars brand new and they have this on their fob, that's an option that you have to buy at the dealership. There's like a piston with a motor in it, and that's what that's for. If you want that, you got to go pay for it. It's just on the fob so that you can. It's very deceptive in my opinion. I don't like that. That's locked. That's unlocked. So you got the key, you got the, and we have two of these keys, by the way. So you have 2 keys for this car. All right, let me fire this guy up. Let's see, 22,256 miles on it today. And I've driven this a significant amount of miles. I really like this car. Anyway, there's your window. Let's see, mirror, out, in, up, down. Other side, out, in, up, and down. Let's see, you got door locks. Oh, you got to be inside the car to do door locks. Well, I'll demo those when we get inside. There's your tilt wheel. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Well, that's on this side. There's your windshield wipers. You got your rear windshield wipers. There you go. Okay. Boom. Open the hood. All right. Takes a hood prop, so I'm going to do this one-handed. But there you go. There's your stickers where they belong. There's your VIN right here on the hood, so you know it's all proper and it's the original hood, which obviously matters, because what's the first thing to wreck when you wreck? The hood. So when you have the original hood with the VIN on it, you know it hasn't been wrecked. There you go. All right, there's your window up and down. Seats are in great condition. I use this all the time. There's your USB and auxiliary port. You got a couple power plugs in here. Stereo works great. You can lock the hubs here. You have a hill descent also device. And this is a drive mode. By the way, this car came from Colorado, from Denver. Obviously the title's Colorado. It tells you where it came from, but they have these little VIN stickers all over the place too, which is nice. And there's your window. Anyway, the title's going to save you several $1,000s, $2,000 or $3,000 probably, and it's every bit the same car as any other 22,000 mile Kia, right? By the way, that's another thing that pisses me off what dealers do. They tell you that's rear air conditioning. That's just vents for the front. Rear air conditioning means you have a separate unit in the back. That is not rear air. Don't buy that crap. God, it irritates the shit out of me. I have rear air in my car. No, actually you don't. Yeah, you do. No, you don't. People get lied to quite a bit. All right. So you can turn the traction control off here. See, traction control disabled. That's this button here. I'll turn it back on. Let's see. The heater and the AC work great. That I can promise you, because I've used it many times. Let's see. Go to all these. They all work fine. That's that. What else? Guess we can go to the heater. Of course, you can't feel it, but yeah, instant heat. There you go. Drive mode. So you can go drive, you can go eco, so it says eco, sport, and normal. Okay. What else we got going on here? We got this. This is radio, so we'll turn the radio on. Right there. Radio, tire pressures. Let me turn that off so you can hear me. And then you can just kind of scroll down here like this, and then hit OK. It'll bring you back. Anyway, that's that. Hit this again, miles per hour, radio, all that stuff. Anyway, that's that. You also have phone stuff over here. I don't want to hit this because I don't know if they're going to ask me for a subscription or not. But there's the mode for the radio. Sirius, FM, FM2, AM, Sirius again. All right. That's all that stuff. I think that's about it. Anyway, it's all-wheel drive. forward. I'm gonna put it in reverse so that you can see the backup camera. There's that. God, I keep hitting the freaking. See, I've got this remote in my hand, and I gotta be patient here. Now I hit it again. All right, come on, gate. There we go. Now I need to not hit the pressure sensor with the car, so I have to be patient, which is not a strength of mine. Okay, it's open enough. Let's go. All right. If you come to Tucson to drive it home, obviously you have to have a title. You have to have the title restored in order to get plates and insurance. We have to take it to the cops, get what's called the level 3 inspection done. When we have that done, we can take that Colorado salvage title, go to Arizona Motor Vehicles, and get what's called the restored salvage title. All right, then we can issue you plates to drive home with, and you can get insurance. Without that, you can't. That's $200. It's a couple hours of my time. Fortunately, I'm allowed to get into the front of the line pretty easily because we're there quite often. We do a lot of theft recoveries, and so the cops are pretty cool. But it's real gun-carrying cops who do the inspection. So it's not inspected by some clerk who doesn't care. It's the cops. And if there's something wrong, if it's unsafe or something's bad or there's bad history, they will flag it, and that's that. All right, so that's what happens. Once we have that, then you can you can get plates and insurance. All right, so that's obviously mandatory. That's $200. And then we have a doc fee of $250, and we have taxes. Taxes are whatever your state tax rate is. Could be 0, could be 10%, whatever your state tax is, plus our city tax of 2.7%. So if you come here to drive it home, it's your state plus our city of 2.7% and a $250 doc fee. Okay. If you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're going to pay is your agreed upon price, and that's it, unless you ask us to restore the title first, and then we'll add $200 to it, okay? Very simple. If you need help with shipping, let me know. Early in the transaction, we can add the shipping cost to the shipping price of the vehicle and just make one payment for both. You're welcome to do the shipping yourself. We just want you to get your car as soon as possible. This is probably the most I've driven one of our vehicles in our inventory in a long, long time. It's a really nice car, really good car. I like this car a lot, all right? Deposit. Once we have an agreed upon price, please get your deposit in. The deposit will take it off of sale, all right? So get that done. If you want the vehicle, please get your deposit in. Don't wait all day to go tell your wife or your husband about it because it might be gone by then. Tell him or her or whoever to get online right then with you and look at it and make a decision and get a deposit down, okay? What else? Last part of every video, I say the same thing, and I have for every vehicle we've ever sold, which is a lot. It's 15 years now. We don't have salesmen, so you're not paying commissions. You're not paying for a person serving scones and lattes. That's at the Auto Mall about a mile east of us, right where we are right now, about a mile east of the Auto Mall. They have game rooms at some of these dealerships. They've got fountains and perfect pavement. If you notice, our pavement is not perfect, right? We don't pay for that crappy stuff that you don't need. You're buying a car, you're not buying all that stuff, all right? But they have to charge you a lot more than we do. Plus the title. They can't sell you this car because their attorneys will go nuts and blah, 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 blah. Well, this car is exactly the same as the 2019 Kia Sportage is sitting at Jim Click Kia down the street. Exactly the same. In fact, this car has been sat in by a big shot. I won't even name his name, but he sat in this car, and I told him what I paid for this car, and I thought he was gonna have a heart attack. All right, because I paid less than he would ever be able to pay for the same car, and that's gonna happen to you too. Okay. Now, the only caveat is because we paid so little for the car, and you're paying so little for the car, and we don't have all that stuff, we're charging you a lot less money. You're the owner on day one. There is zero chance we're going to write you a check for anything, whether it's 10 seconds after you leave our property or 2 or 3 years or 10 years later. It's not happening, okay? Now, if you don't crash it, you don't run into a lake, and you change the fluids once in a while, not necessarily on time, just once in a while, this thing will go a long time. These Kia Sportages run forever, okay? But that's how we operate. If we didn't operate that way, then we would have to charge you a couple $1,000s more and offer a warranty. All right. Well, you don't want to pay a couple $1,000s more for something that doesn't need. Today, it definitely doesn't need a warranty. Okay. What it needs is a good driver. Okay. So that's what we're doing. We're offering you this vehicle the way it is, with the truth, with the information that you need, so that you can make a good decision. And that's that. Okay. I think that's about it. I think I'm going to take that Trailhawk home today and park this where that is. And our inventory, we cannot keep cars in stock. I mean, we have them for 3 minutes and they're gone. So if you're into this car, please get it. Get it quickly, get your deposit in. I think that's about it. Thank you for your time.